Hey guys, welcome to the second lecture of the chapter Poverty in India. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about poverty line and types of poverty as well. See, now what is poverty line? We are going to learn the meaning first. Though it is said poverty line, now you may think that there is some line somewhere. No, it is not like that. Poverty line means actually it's an imaginary line. Just like that it is said that people below poverty line and people above poverty line. That's it. It is just for saying purpose. It is an imaginary line that divides the poor and non-poor. That means poor people and not so poor people. We are dividing them on the basis of certain standards, and that's why we call that division line as poverty line. I hope the concept is clear. Now, how this poverty line is decided? This poverty line is determined in terms of per capita household expenditure. That means how much expenditure a household is doing, how much money a particular household is spending. On the basis of their spending, it is determined whether they are poor or not poor. That's the meaning. Now, who is deciding this poverty line? Then in India, you must have heard about Niti Aayog. You people must be knowing about Niti Aayog. So that Niti Aayog has constituted one task force, and that task force is constituted for eliminating poverty, to take the steps against poverty, and that task force has defined the poverty line. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. You must be knowing in your schools also, you must be having task force. Task force is nothing but monitors, in simple language we may say. So similarly, Niti Aayog has given this job to define this poverty line and eliminate it to particular group of people, that is called as task force. So let us see the definition. As per the task force constituted by Niti Aayog, poverty line is defined as, pay attention to the definition please, the threshold expenditure or the amount necessary to purchase a basket of goods and services that are considered necessary to satisfy basic human needs at socially acceptable levels. Now, what do we mean by this? See, very simple meaning. A minimum amount a person should have, a minimum income a person should have, with which a person will be able to purchase that much goods and services which are considered necessary to satisfy at least certain basic human needs which are socially acceptable. That means in the society everybody should be able to satisfy at least some basic certain needs. Minimum needs should be satisfied of each and every individual. So to buy those certain basic goods and services, whatever amount or money is required, that threshold expenditure limit, that limit is called as poverty line limit. If you are earning above that limit, that means you are above poverty line, and if anybody is earning below that limit, unable to satisfy the basic needs, then that person is said to be living in below poverty line. Now see, this poverty line also differs from country to country, because each country's income level are different, money level is different, then expenditure is different. Likewise, I repeat the definition once again, very important definition, please pay attention. Though it's lengthy, it's not difficult. I repeat the definition. Poverty line is defined as the threshold expenditure or the amount necessary to purchase a basket of goods and services that are considered necessary to satisfy basic human needs at socially acceptable levels. That's it. So you have to write this definition. See, and if you are unable to mug it up and write as it is, then just remove the inverted commas, so that little bit here and there it will be considered as meaning and not the exact definition. That will do. Okay. Now see, this was as per our task force. Now what about the international standards? So according to the World Bank, they had given the poverty line limit as per the 2011 years price levels, and according to those levels, those purchasing power parity levels, that means that income level, India's 22.2% population is below poverty line. I hope you understand the gravity, how serious the situation is. If we consider the international standards, then our Indian population In the year 2011, as per that levels, our Indian population was 21.2% of population below poverty line. Actually, it's a serious situation. I wrote that stats in entire red pen line. Entire red pen line. I have written that World Bank 2011 price level, India's 21.2% population below poverty line. So this was about the poverty line. Now let us see types of poverty. Let us move on to types of poverty. Here for your syllabus we are going to discuss two main types of poverty, rural poverty and urban poverty. Very simple. See, both the definitions I have taken in the same language so that it is easy for you to write. Deprivation of rural poverty, deprivation of basic needs among certain sections of the people living in the villages. See, rural means villages, related to villages, is termed as rural poverty. That means if they are deprived of basic living needs, basic needs, then they are said to be living in poverty in the rural area. So it is rural poverty. It is seen among small and marginal farmers, landless laborers because they don't have their own land, contractual workers, etc. See, this is but natural because their income is very low and hence they fall under rural poverty. The main causes are, I have written in shortcut R. You read it as RARE. Okay. The main causes of this rural poverty are low agricultural productivity. We have seen the problem of that disguise unemployment and all, which because of which there is low agricultural productivity, there is illiteracy among the labor, there is poor infrastructure in the rural areas, as well as rural indebtedness is there. That means rural population, to satisfy their needs they have to go for loans, they have to borrow more, and hence due to all these reasons there is rural poverty found. That's it. Very simple explanation. Let us move on to next second one, urban poverty. Now this is what same pattern we'll write so that it's easy for you. See, I've written exactly in the same manner on the board. Deprivation of basic needs among certain section of the people living in, there it was villages for rural. Here for urban poverty it is living in towns and cities. It is termed as urban poverty. That means people living in cities unable to satisfy their basic needs. So it is urban poverty. It's largely due to migration of the rural poor because people from villages they are migrating and coming to cities in search of job. Then slow industrial growth in the cities. Again, lack of infrastructure, lack of affordable housing. See, since the population in the cities is rising, everybody coming here, migration is there, and so the housing rates are also on the upside, very high, illiteracy, etc. So these are the reasons. Now, what has happened is here the problem is more severe because urban poverty has led to the growth of slums. People don't have proper housing, so they are just creating slums. So slums are created and informal sector is growing up. Also, it has created the problem of law and order in the society. Since people don't have job, they don't have income, don't have earning sources, there is poverty. So it is disturbing society actually. There is a problem of law and order. Theft also rises. Many other problems. I hope you understand. So that's it for today. Today we learned the meaning of poverty line. Then we also learned the types of poverty, rural and urban poverty. I hope you got it. If you like it, then do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.